What's up? This is Jeff, you know, BT's Rap City, and I'm shouting out Neo Soul. If you don't know, now you know. It's spoken word, it's hip-hop without the music, it's people breaking it down, it's them using intellect, it's powerful. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Neo Soul, I'm out.
Put down your remote control. You are now watching Neo Soul.
Do you want it or need it to feel what is real? Just take it and know that words heal or heal. It's just a lyrical pill, something you can't taste but feel. You can take it or leave it, it's a lyrical pill. Do you want it or need it to feel what is real? Just take it and know that words heal or heal.
So this young lady coming to the stage chose Jamaica Flavor to do her album release, chose us to debut her CD, and I'm so honored and privileged that she would choose our Sparks to be part of her journey of new artistry and new offerings to the universe. So ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, you gotta start clapping right now, you gotta start clapping, coming to the stage. Get up for my girl, STARR and Pickens.
Everybody, my name is STARR Pickens. I'm a poet. I love poetry. I've been doing it for about 13 years. It gives me so much energy, and just to be able to say my thoughts, what I'm feeling, and knowing that people respect it and they love it too, that's my high. I don't need alcohol, I don't need none of that. Poetry is my high, and I love it. And if I could never perform again, I'd be a sad person. that would really break my heart. You better do it. How y'all doing?
Go get 'em.
I just want to thank Cocktails for letting me come out here and do this, and it's been a long time, and I'm just excited, and I hope y'all enjoy it. And I do have CDs in the back. Okay.
Right.
The first piece I'm going to do is called Metaphors and Similes. I dream in metaphors and similes like I was poetry searching for my next line. Time is rhyming, rhyme is eternal, maternal, giving life complete in the circle. Who I am, don't concern you. Who you are, you better know it, they'll jerk you. I'm abstract, yet I'm so classic. I cause havoc to the plastic. I'm like fire, stand too close and I'll melt you like wax in a candle. Shine bright, and that's my plan too. What you gonna do when a star come through? You can either hate or give props due. A lot of people can't handle the truth. I wanna be loved before I leave you. I wanna be remembered cause I'm unforgettable. Mama knew what I was before I left the womb, uttered my name, and God gave birth to one of the most lyrical images to put words on parallel lines, just doing what I do. I was only 9, but still I knew. My favorite poet is the late Langston Hughes. Mother to Son is the joint that made me want to hit you with my train of thought. Wisdom can't be taught, it's attained as you walk. Life is long, so don't come up short. I make mistakes, but I learn from my wrong, win, lose, or draw. Life is hard, yet I'm not ready to serenade the floor, so each day I ask the Father for one more. Need breath in my lungs so I can swallow what I pour. I'm raw like uncooked pork, but I'm kosher, cause that's the law. Color within the lines, but still I got flaws. Sin all the time, I'm just blood and form. Expect what you want, but get what I am. Half lioness, half lamb. I stand and submit. Gotta know when to do which, when to switch, and when to sit still. Can't move too fast, cause that'll get you killed, and I wanna live until I can at least see 2 generations of me spilled in the earth. Wasn't the first that she birthed, but that don't lessen my worth. I'm made from the dirt, but I'm polished like your mama's good silver. Never a nigga, I'm always a lady. Yahweh made me in his image, so why they gonna try and play me? They know who I be, so they try to degrade me. Can't nobody fade me. I'm like heaven. They like Hades. They smile in my face all the time, wanting to replace me. This is my place, so take me or leave me. And I dream in metaphors and similes like I was poetry performing for the very last time. A star was born, but a star never dies. They always try to kill me, but still I rise. Even after the dirt on my bones, I'm still gonna be spitting rhymes. The nakedness of a poet, 1999 into the day y'all erases the data from your mind. I love who I am, the dirt and the grime. That'll pass, but I leave that behind. Who are you to judge unless you walk my line? Can't nobody find a man without sin, so why even try? Know who I am, so I ain't got a lot of me and nobody else. Play the cards I've been dealt, make a win from a loss. Troubles don't last long, I just gotta stay strong. Know where I belong, get praise for his psalms and mines. His signs in my foresight. Not a prophet, but I can see the light before it comes on. He shows me and I move forth. I am the puppet and he is my boss. Gives me what I need as long as I perform. Do what he said the way that he wants and not how I see fit. And I am never deficient. I'm prolific, overflowing with lyrics, painting images like I was a black Van Gogh, still living in Essex Village. Right. Should have known back then I was young, black, and gifted, because so many was catching feelings when I was just living. They could see the difference and they wasn't trying to hear it. Ain't better than nobody, just got a whole lot of spirit. Love the Most High and believe in what he promises, both good and bad. That's just what it is, from now until the day that I am finished. I got a voice, and I hope y'all gonna listen. And I dream in metaphors and similes because I am poetry, giving you my life line for line. I rhyme, but I'm not an MC. Play with words, because that's my piece. Subjects, verbs, and predicates complete each verse that I speak. My life is an epic not made for your TV screen, because women who look like me, they don't want you to see. I contradict the programs currently in session because I'm natural from my head or my spleen, and that can never be taken from me. One of y'all's chosen seeds. I bleed words so y'all can receive what I bring. Pray for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to guide me through this thing called life. You can either live or die, but with each move comes a price, and somebody gotta pay. I dream in metaphors and similes, but I know I can't stay. Peace on that one.
I stopped because I was raising my family, and I'm still raising my family, but life without poetry was, you know, it just was lacking. I love my family, and that's my priority, but poetry feeds my soul, and I need to do that to be happy, completely. I need to do that. So I'm on my way back, and you know, I got to juggle it all. But my family is never gonna be second. But I know that I can do it both, because I feel like what I have to say needs to be heard. You know, so, and I love it so much. I love poetry.
I be back in the day like hopscotch pop rocks, hottie go giddy, chitty chitty bang bang, sitting on a fence, and I'm still trying to force $1 out of 15 cents, but I miss like this. I wish like Stevie Wonder did, wanting the days back when I was just a kid, wearing dungarees with the crisp white stitch, watching Good Times, wanting to look like Thelma and be JJ's girlfriend, and Rudy was the cutest of Fat Albert and them. Nah, gonna have a good time. I reminisce to a time when a woman's positions were the bedroom and the kitchen, birthing babies while daddy was sticking dirty needles beneath his skin, coming back home smearing his wrath across her appearance. She finally had enough and gave him a dose of his own medicine. Punks jump up, but a woman scorned is never to be played with. And I be back in the day like Mr. Frosty, hula hoops, Atari, Miss Mary, Mac, all dressed in black. And I be smothered in black skin that cause confusion to the confused seeds of an unlearned lesson. I be like Afro puffs, coarse and constantly testing the ability to get through tiny tooth extensions of Canaan. Minds can't free themselves when they constantly look to TV for an image. Half dressed today, but on Sunday searching for religion. Things I used to do, I don't do no more. Singing in a choir, catching so-called spirits, but spirits beget spirits that cause contradictions like righteous men who do heroin. What? But I be back in the day like ABC 1, 2, 3, easy as Monday morning on Sesame Street. Can you tell me how to get to Mr. Rogers without getting wet from open fire hydrants that made my mama whoop my tail when I came back from where I'd been? I climbed rivers to get to the ocean, and back then my daddy picked us up every other weekend, but from ages 5 to 16 he was missing an infection, and 4 years later I saw his body resting because the government wants to do away with the Hebrew descendants, both me and you. I become one with my daddy through stones of tomb. I need some room to breathe, degrees of self. But I be back in the day like roly-poly, Italian icy, sucker MCs, boomboxes, pop lock in B Street and Humo D. But can you see what I can see, or are you blinded by these frequencies in a new world of delinquencies? And see, I should have 40 acres, but the ass I don't need, because 1 out of every 3 fails to see that I am a soul wrapped up in this skin disease that don't need makeup because my beauty consists of more than outer extremes.
Right.
A mother screams because officer shot her son 19 times out of 41. No questions asked because the mayor wants to be a part of the extinction of blacks, and I attack because I am being attacked by the lynchings of my staff, and math adds, multiplies, divides, and subtracts me. It subtracts me. So I be back in the day like Cooley High in Rap 13, cause it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Peace on that one.
I'm about to do a piece. This piece is called I Like Him. And I wrote this piece. This piece is actually about my husband. I wrote this piece years ago when I met him, and the feeling was just so strong, and the piece just came out. A lot of good pieces came out of the beginning of that, but the piece is called I Like Him. Flowetry flowed like butterflies with soul as my thoughts were packed down in a vacant corner of my mind. Time ticked me 25, and in this first quarter of my life, I came eye to eye with the other side of my coin who spoke an abstract rhyme at the divine moment of introduction. Logic introduced him as an illusion, but this illusion walked, talked, and looked at me through eyes that burned with intrusion. We ooze for love on these corners of confusion as I escaped the battles that took place only sidewalks away from my heart. My heart, it pumps blood at an irregular pace as I stand in this place with my emotions on the edges of my sleeve. And yin and yang are believed to be the opposite but the same. And he was everything I was with blemishes of what I could never pretend to be. I was not her, and that part of him was not me. I was everything but her as he molded the parts of me that had already taken shape from masters before him. My crown had no covering, yet I was submissive, knowing that a man must be a man, and a woman who can't overstand weakens our plan for salvation. I only wish that somebody would have saved me, because this lion killed my flesh but resurrected my spirit. But then he killed my spirit and forcibly made love to my mental. I waved at the ripples of this sea that swallowed me and transformed me to be his prisoner. I let myself go and felt myself living the intro that Flowetry mothered. I like him.
I really like him. I would say I love him, but I don't want to get hurt, so I'll just say I like him. I like him. I like God, like God, like him. Those were my sentiments exact. I felt the connection of estranged twin siblings coming back. The Mac still lives chewing on 10-cent gum, putting rhyme to rhythm as my world turns on me, the same as brothers with no conception of loyalty, when he says, you know, baby, I'm going to be everything to you, baby. I'm going to be your father. I'm going to be your friend. I'm going to be your lover. But you got to believe in me, baby. You got to believe. And so I believed, knowing that to believe is to not know. Innocence versus experience shows that without contrary, there is no progression. A lesson that only took moments to learn, yet physics states that 2 women can't occupy the same man or else they both will burn. But hot girls can't burn when mysteries are made crystal clear as the water needed to put out the fire that ignited when he recited the words to my song that sounded nothing like the tune. I like him. But reverse to her.
I felt death 99 times in the span of one summer's breeze and fell 6 feet beneath muddy waters that took away my ability to breathe. And he can't conceive that I really feel deep like the graves that hold my secrets. But if yin-yang sofas could converse, they would gossip about the tears I dispersed when he told me I should have asked instead of assuming first. I've been cursed by the hands of time because I haven't allowed a man to love me since my daddy died on September 4th, 1995. I looked for new life in the depth of his eyes, and as I began to express the harmonies that take place on the inside, he told me I was the miscellaneous, and it was up to me to decide what part I would play in Black Girl Commits Suicide, the anthology. He was the author but had no copyrights to the body of this masterpiece in the making, and all the while, Flowetry sings, I like him. I really like him. I would say I love him, but I don't want to get hurt, so I'll just say I like him, I like him, I like him. Those were my sentiments exact, but in his eyes, he felt that the acts in his play were over-dramatized. He scores but fouls me. I fall hard, but the ref disregards the elbow to the chest, not realizing that we're both on the same team. This thing called life screams, STARR, are you listening? Can you hear the teachings that come through when one masters the art of silence? Shh, be quiet. Don't say nothing. And so I kept silent as the syllabus of time provided me with all the answers. I was his private dancer, dancing to any old tune until the music ceased to play. Yahweh guides him, but the sun keeps getting in the way when love loves herself on both sides of this coin that will leave me tortured whether I do or whether I don't say, I love him. But I did, and now I am bleeding from within as Flowetry continues to flow like butterflies with soul, leaving me with nothing to hold but the thought of love. Thank you.
How y'all doing out there? They call me King Malachi. This is the Queen Star, you know, or the Empress, the Goddess, whatever you want to call her, you know what I'm saying? She shines, she's a star, you know what I mean? She's very special to me, you know what I'm saying? She's my backbone, she hold me down, you know what I'm saying? Mother my children, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, y'all show respect. Everybody out there who know I'm serious about what it is that I do and what I bring to the table, you know what I'm saying? This is like my reflection. So, you know, it is what it is, nothing less, you know what I'm saying? Love you. Show respect.
Somebody clap, somebody clap. Bam now, yeah. Bam now, bam now. Okay. Bam now, bam now. Hey, dum dum. Woo. Bam now. That's right. All right. Bam now, yeah. Bam now. Listen. What? Bam now, bam now. Listen. On the east side, bow. Where the hustlers play, bow now. Hey, youngest that can keep out everything. Bang on now, bang on now, yeah. For a short time, bow. Shut out my face on assignment. What? I could get work and I pay a thing. See, I was a hustling boy, yeah. Living in the city street, living in the city street, yeah. I used to hang outside, smoking on a gang tree, smoking on a gang tree. I used to pray on my knees for the Paulie watching me, yeah. When I survive overseas, hey, living in the city streets, wow. I've been hustling my whole life, yeah. Can you understand how real my life? Whoa, can you feel the pain I feel inside? Look in my eyes. I just wanna live in no moonlight. My pain on nail. I used to write rhymes when the time was slow. Bang on down. Hey, trying to making money out in the cold. Bum, bam, on now, bum, bam, on now. Hey, used to fight sometime. Yeah, 'cause the peace was live. Missing up my money, no smoke. See, I was a hood-spitting boy. Hey, living in the city street, living in the city street. Yeah, I used to hang outside, smoking on a gang of trees, smoking on a gang of trees. I used to pray on my knee, 'cause the police watching me, police watching me. Whoa, when I survived on the seas, hey, living in the city streets. Wow, I've been hustling out most my life. Yeah, can you understand how real my life? Whoa, can you feel the pain I feel inside, inside? Look in my eyes. I just wanna live a normal school could not hold me. My mama couldn't control me. Just a young scrub growing up. Ooh, music came and changed me. Express myself through melody. Be the real me, inside of me. I've been hustling my whole my life. Understand how real my life. Whoa, can you feel the pain I feel inside, inside? Look in my eyes. I just wanna live. Ooh, hey, somebody said, somebody said, STARR. That ain't right. Somebody said, STARR. 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 Said I wanna live. Somebody said, STARR. STARR.
Say that. Okay.
I love y'all. My name is King Malachi.
Just keep at your craft. Because when I started, I knew I wanted to be a poet since I was 9. When I read Langston Hughes' poem, Mother to Son, I knew from that moment. I didn't start writing until I was 21. And when I started writing, my poems were very short. And when I look back at those poems, I would have never performed those poems. I thought they were hot then. I thought they were hot. But they were garbage. But whatever you love to do, keep working at it. And I truly believe that with everything in me, because I know where I started and I know where I am. And sometimes I go back and read my stuff, or I listen to my CD, and I'm like, wow, I wrote that. And I don't know where it came from. So it's like, you know, just keep doing it. Don't give up. Just got to work at it. If you're not good, if that's what you really love, anything you want to do, you put that effort into it, and you believe in yourself, and you believe it'll happen. And I truly believe that, because I know where I came from.
I came back like a ghost, laid to rest for a minute, but now I'm woke. Everybody loves a star, but you see I'm broke. I got no bling, just flow. I am poetry, not the words that I wrote, not the lyrics that I spoke. I lay on college rule lines like this was my home, my throne. I am a queen, my dude, his name is Prose. I am Pharaoh, so is he, bathed in his canto before I was embryo, pushed through her love like I was late for a show. She named me Star, she knew not what she provoked in. Everybody loves a star because they got that glow. I go to battle with my shadow to see who got more shine, and it's almost a tie. She follows, I'm the teacher, she's a tyro, staying within her confines. I flow like an arrow in open capacity. I grab mics by the throat so they'll always respect me, reflect me, bow and obey me, enhance my vocals so the world can hear me. I think very deeply, stay ahead of my enemies. My energy can't be contained. I leave a stain on your conscience like tomatoes on cotton, picking your brain so I'm never forgotten. And everybody loves a star when they on top, but never on bottom. So I stay elevated, because that's what the Most High opted in. Whether y'all love me or hate me, y'all know I just rocked it. Wow! Peace out.
I'm at Jamaica Flavor in Decatur, Georgia. I was the feature tonight. I have a new CD out. Everybody loves the star. Make sure you get your copy at www.wix.com 1974/everybody-loves-a-star.